our practice area specialists who will take us through the key stories in the market.
Hello, I'm Matt and I oversee our corporate transactional sections, including public and private M&A, private equity and bankruptcy and restructuring. Research last year in the transactional markets showed that lawyers were working extraordinarily hard and often as 2021 came to a close, with many M&A and private equity practices telling us that they're on track to have their busiest year on record, as pent-up demand and large reserves of dry powder exploded onto the market. Personally speaking, I remember it being practically impossible to schedule calls towards the end of the fourth quarter, because lawyers just had no time to squeeze in even 30 minutes. What's interesting is that we currently seem to be experiencing the inverse, with latest reports suggesting that global M&A is down by about 30%. At the same time, bankruptcy filings remain quite low, though they are rising. That said, given that there's supposedly about $1.8 trillion in dry powder sitting in PE reserves, we don't think this downturn will last too long. The sector that was the favourite hunting ground for buyers and investors was the technology sector, as the shift away from retail and industrials seemed to continue. The Twitter takeover is the most obvious, which is being led by Wilson Sonsini and Simpson Thacher. But last year we also saw huge deals for Dell, who sold off a large stake to VMware, and Salesforce acquiring Slack. And finally, the red-hot SPAC fundraising and SPAC M&A seems to have cooled off, with attorneys largely telling us that investors are slowing down as they wait to see exactly what kind of scrutiny the SEC will apply.